Just taking a few minutes here. Again, coming into that yogic breath, finding that rhythm, that release. Sitting up nice and tall. Lifting the sternum, lifting the crown, softening the shoulders, drawing the elbows towards the mat. Making sure we're really grounded here, so if you need to move any flesh out of the way, being nice and squared in that tailbone and that sit bone, anchoring into the mat. So releasing anything in the low body, unclenching the knees and the glutes, allowing the low body to find rest. And that's a little up. Okay. And once we find that rhythm of our breath, we're going to go ahead and start our warm-up. So syncing that body flow with your breath. So bringing the chin to the chest. Take a nice deep inhale as we roll the chin all the way up to the sky. Drop the neck back, allowing the throat to open. Maybe finding extra lift in the sternum here. And as you exhale, draw the chin all the way down on the left and bringing it back into the chest. So we'll take a couple more cycles here, coming up on the right. Down on the left. Nothing too forceful, just loosening up that back and the neck stays. And starting to sync that movement with your breath. And when you come to your next inhale, we'll take our circles coming back up the opposite way. Coming up on the left, remembering to drop that neck back, opening the throat. One more cycle here. Inhaling up on the left. And when you come to your final exhale, coming back neutral. Loosening up those shoulders. Let's take a few cycles. Inhale, rounding them towards the back. So squeeze them up to the ears and pull those shoulder blades together, down and around. Few cycles here, nice and strong, deep in those shoulder blades. And on your next inhale, reverse. As you exhale, pull the shoulders in, really rounding, pressing into the back. One more cycle here. Loosening up our neck and shoulders. Beautiful. As you exhale, come back to your neutral seated position. We're going to bring in the arms. So inhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold here, lifting through the sternum, engaging that core, finding lift in that center body. And on your next inhale, come all the way up to reach. Interlace the fingertips and press up towards the sky. Maybe take a little wiggle here, pressing the side body out. Side. Inhale to find length. Exhale, start to draw the palms all the way down into the mat, finding a seated cow. So draw that chin all the way into the chest, press into the mat, round that upper spine. And then begin to flow with breath. Inhale to reach. Exhale, round it out. So just a seated cat and cow here. So really feel that pivot in the pelvic bone. As you inhale and reach up to the sky, tilt the pelvic bone back, finding a little arch in the low back. And exhale, tilting it forward, rounding the low back. Take a few more cycles here, starting to build that core energy, finding that rhythmic flow. Take one more cycle. Inhale to reach. Exhale, round it out. When you come to the bottom of your breath, you can release your bind here. Come back to sitting neutral. Inhale to reach. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. We're going to start to move into some side bodies twist here. So I'm going to move my block out of the way. Make sure my tailbone's grounded, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale to reach. This time on your exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Find a bind here, bringing that left arm right outside the knee, supporting your spine with that right hand right behind that tailbone, sitting up nice and tall, lifting the sternum. So we can just sit here and look straight to the right, nice easy twist. Or as you inhale, lift, find length in the spine, and exhale, deepen into your twist, drawing that right shoulder back to find a deeper twist here in that spine. Allow your gaze to follow and look behind you. If it feels really tight in the ribs here, breathe really steady and deep, creating space there. And on your next exhale, release your twist to come back center. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Taking our twist now to the left. Inhale and reach. Find that extra lean. And then exhale, twist to the left. Bring that left hand all the way behind the tailbone, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a few breaths here, wherever you're at, so we can just be gazing to the left, finding length in the spine. Or if you really want to go deeper, start pulling that left shoulder back, finding a deeper twist for the spine. Again, allowing your gaze to follow behind you. And breathe here. Hey. You're just warming up. Okay. When you come to your next exhale, release your twist, coming back center. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Beautiful. Let's take a moment here to go ahead and extend the legs all the way out to the side. Heels come towards the corner of your mat. We want to stay nice and active here, so pushing through the heels, drawing those toes back towards your shin. Again, moving any flush, making sure our tailbone's nice and grounded, and sitting up nice and tall. Palms come up to the sky. Inhale to reach. Find length here in that side body, and as you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, finding the floor. Bring the chin all the way into the chest. Take a few breaths here. You can inhale to find length in the spine, finding a flat back. And as you exhale, start pulling those elbows down and towards the ground, reaching your chest towards the mat. Keeping those legs strong and engaged. On your next inhale, walking the hands back and center. Inhale to reach. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Beautiful. Pulling that right heel in. We start moving into a little bit more side body and opening those hips. So keep that left leg engaged. Beautiful. Palms up to the sky. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, option here, so you can hinge side, opening here. Open the armpit and the chest up towards the sky, finding a deep, deep stretch in the side body. So you can stay here, focusing on anchoring that right hip down towards the mat and finding extra length to the side. Or, if you would rather prefer, as you inhale to reach, turn the body facing the toes and exhale to hinge forward fold, getting deeper in the hamstrings. So wherever your stretch is for your warm up here, find what feels best for you. You can even play here. You can inhale to open up the chest, taking your gaze up to the sky, and exhale, round, pulling the chest down towards the knee, or the nose towards the knee. Finding some mobility in that low back and hip. Last one here, inhale. Wherever you're at, finding that extra length. Exhale to deep, deep, deepen into your stretch. And on your next inhale, come all the way back up center and reach. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Right heel can go out, left heel comes in. Excellent. Inhale to reach. Again, your option here. Find lengthen as you exhale, hinge, finding that right foot. Opening the chest if you'd like. Finding a deep stretch for the side body. Or again, we can always hinge, turning our bodies towards the toes, and bring that knee to nose or nose to knee. And again, if you wanted to flow here, we can inhale and open, find that length, and exhale, get deeper. We'll take one more deep cycle of breath here. Exhale, deepen into your stretch, and on your next inhale, come all the way back center, and reach. Exhale, hands come to the heart. You can send that left leg all the way back out. One more flow through our forward bend. So sitting up nice and tall, palms come up to the sky and reach. Find that length, stretch, stretch, and then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, find the floor. Bring the chin all the way into the chest, and release here. Take a few breaths here. If you want to inhale, lengthening the spine, finding that flat back, and exhale, start drawing the elbows towards the mat. Getting deep in your forward bend. Making sure we stay active in those legs, pushing through the heels, drawing the toes back. And on your next inhale, walk the hands forward, sitting you up nice and tall. Beautiful. Bring the feet together, finding Dandasana. All right. So again, making sure we pull any of that flush back so that we're seated grounded in our sit bone and that we're still keeping those legs active by pushing through the heels and drawing the toes back. Inhale to reach. Find that length in the side body, and as you exhale, hinge, forward fold. Find your feet. Allow the neck to curl in. And take a breath or two here. Getting really deep in all those muscles, all the way in the back of the legs, all the way up to the glute. And on your next inhale, come all the way up and reach. Exhale to the heart. Let's go through our mariachi twist. So we're going to bring that right foot in. It could be either inside the knee or outside, crossed over, grabbing underneath the knee on the right knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Engage your core and keep that knee hugged in. So we're keeping that nice straight spine. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Bringing that left hand down outside the tricep. The right hand comes to the tail to support. Again, we can just look behind us, or we can draw that shoulder back and open and bring our gaze all the way around. Getting nice and deep here. Using each inhale to find that length, and exhale, deepen your twist. Draw that belly button into the spine. Push all that excess air out, creating room for the belly to twist a little bit further. One more deep breath here. When you come to your next exhale, release your bind to come back center. Inhale to reach. Exhale, release the left or right leg out and hands to the heart. We'll bring the left leg in. So again, inside the knee or crossed over, gripping beneath the knee. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Hold here, engaging that core. And inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. So again, we can just keep our gaze nice and soft here on the neck, or draw that shoulder back and allow your gaze to come all the way behind you. Full spinal twist here. And breathe. Take one more deep breath here. As you come to your exhale, release your twist, coming back center. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. We are going to go ahead and bring the ankles together, bend the knees, and turn the body around into our tabletop position. Stacking the knees below the hips, the wrists and elbows below the shoulders, and finding that neutral spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. We're going to move through our Chakrabhasana flow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, roll the shoulders back and look up. Exhale, press strong into the mat, round the upper spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, cow. And exhale into your cat. We're going to flow with breath, 3 more cycles here. Use that Ujjayi breath deep in and out through the nose, creating that ball of energy in the back of the throat. I think this is the last one here. Deep inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Coming back to your neutral tabletop position, we're going to move through our spinal balance. What is spinal hygiene today? So let's step back with the left toes and reach the right hand forward. Thumbs up towards the sky. You can stay right here. Or inhale, press through the heel and reach the hands forward. Be mindful that we're not like pulling the heel up too high to the sky. We don't want to bow out. We really just want to find the length. So push into that heel. As you exhale, draw the knee and elbow in. Squeeze all that excess air out of the belly. Inhale, press through the heel. And exhale, bring it in. 3 more cycles here. Keeping that shoulder in alignment over your left wrist. So we're nice and supported through this flow. Twice more, you've got this. Inhale, press. And exhale, draw in. Inhale to press. Inhale, find length. And exhale, setting it down. Tabletop position, 1 cycle, cat and cow. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Coming back to the neutral tabletop position. This time stepping back with the right toes, left hand comes forward. Inhale, press through the heel, find your length. Exhale, begin your flow. More times. Nice and strong. Inhale, press. Reach for that wall in front of you. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, find your length. And exhale, tabletop, neutral spine. Inhale, roll into your cow. Exhale. Press into your cat. Take 2 more cycles here. When you come to the bottom of your breath, we'll come back to that neutral tabletop position. Send the hips all the way back towards the heels and walk the hands forward. Making sure that we keep weight in the hands. So we're pressing into the mat, finding an active child's pose. Take a breath or 2 here, settling in. Maybe reaching back, grabbing that pinky toe and pulling it out to the side. So it's also pressing down into the mat, creating a really nice, strong foundation here. Maybe turning our index finger to point forward instead of at an angle. So we're rolling those shoulders, again, creating that nice, strong foundation. And whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, we're going to press into the balls of the feet, sending the tailbone high to the sky, finding your first downward dog. Take a few breaths here, maybe alternating, pedaling out the heels. They don't have to touch, but if you want to feel that stretch all the way up the glute, You might just walk your stance in slightly until the heels do touch, and you can really press out that entire leg there. So whatever feels best. Keep using that breath, keeping it nice and steady. On your next inhale, take a strong bend in the knees, looking up through the hands. Walk, hop, or jump to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Pull the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Option to take opposite elbows here, or bring the palms behind the heels. Actively pulling those heels up towards the sky, reaching the crown down towards the mat. So whatever feels best for your forward fold here. And taking a moment to shake out that neck. So shaking the head yes and no. Yes, yoga is awesome. No, I don't ever want to leave on that. And on your next inhale, take a strong bend in the knees. Arms out wide, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Moving into our warrior flow. So finding a nice, strong, grounded stance here. You know, we're going to go into it a little bit differently today. We're going to have some fun. So we're going to play a little. So coming to the top of the mat, have a nice strong foundation for that left leg. Maybe lifting the toes, rolling the sole of the foot across the ground, making sure you've got strong balance here. Maybe taking a micro bend in that knee. On your next inhale, we're going to lift that right knee and bring it into the chest. Have a nice squeeze here, finding nice compression. And on your next inhale, push through the heel, extending the leg all the way out. Nice and strong here. On your next inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Exhale, send it all the way back and lift into your warrior one. Beautiful. See a little bit more fun. Inhale to find length. Exhale, open, strong butterfly arms. Inhale to reach. And exhale to open. One more time here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twisting the hips out to the side and opening into your warrior two. So I'm going to turn so we're all together here. Staying nice and deep in that front leg. We're going to roll our palms up to the sky. Inhale to reverse. And exhale back to warrior two. We're going to flow with that breath twice more here. On your next exhale, we're going to bring that left hand all the way down to the ground, finding your extended side angle. If this is too much, you can always bring that forearm to the knee, having a supported side angle, maybe swinging that right hand all the way across, creating that beautiful line of energy. Take a few breaths here, keeping that core engaged, staying nice and strong, pressing into the back edge of the back foot, so we're nice and balanced here. And on your next inhale, come all the way back to your warrior two. Exhale to walk that back leg in, a slight bit, straightening the front leg, preparing for a triangle pose. So we're going to send those hips back behind us and reach those hands forward. Exhale to pivot, find your triangle. Gaze can be up at the sky or down at our feet. If this is too much or we're not able to reach all the way down to the mat, we can always support ourselves, holding the shin or the ankle or a block. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the mat. Find a grounded support here. Inhale, twist to the left. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring the left hand down, centering that front foot. Pivot the back toes to face forward. Inhale to halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, deepen your fold. Finding that pyramid. On your next inhale, take a strong bend in that front knee and bring your hands down to center it, lowering that back knee, finding a low lunge. Beautiful. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twist to the left, outside the knee. So we can keep our forearms parallel with the ground, having a nice deep mid-body twist, or we can bring that right elbow outside the knee and swing that left elbow up to the sky. And breathe here. On your next inhale, come all the way back to center and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. And exhale, twist to the right. Again, we can keep our forearms parallel and hold here, or you can drop that left arm down to the mat and open the right arm up to the sky. Whatever feels best. And stay here, play here. Try all the options. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bringing that right hand down to the mat inside that left foot. Pivot the hips to square forward. Inhale, finding length in the spine. Exhale, start to lower here. Again, we can come down to the elbows. We can stay up on the palms. You can play here by sending that left foot all the way over on the side. Edge of the foot, opening deeper into that hip space. Or maybe walking the heel all the way out to the edge of the mat, toes pointing out. And finding a deep stretch here as well. So whatever feels best. Breathing into that space. This is a great asana to surrender into. So as you exhale, releasing any gripping, any tension holding us up, and allowing your body to start sinking down. That lizard lunge. On your next inhale, we're going to bring our palms back to the mat and center the front foot. Exhale, send the hips back, finding your half splits. Take a moment here to wiggle out the toes, roll out the ankle, maybe point and flex. If you want to walk the hands back center, lengthening the spine. Exhale to sink those hips back deeper, whatever feels best. Or we can reach forward and bring our nose down to the knee. Many options here as well. On your next inhale, we're going to walk the hands forward, coming back into our low lunge. Tucking the back toes, activate that back leg. On your next inhale, press off the right foot, stepping into your forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen here, halfway lift. Exhale, deepen into your fold. Inhale, take a strong bend in the knees, arms out wide, and come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. So moving our flow to the left side. Inhale to reach. Exhale. Oh, I'm sorry, hands to the heart. I forgot we're doing the fun way now. So we're going to inhale, lift that left leg. Make sure you've got a little micro bend in that right knee for buoyancy, a little bit stronger grounded stance here. And inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that knee into the chest. Whew. On your next inhale, we're going to push through that heel and extend that left leg all the way out. So nice and strong here. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest. And as you exhale, send it all the way back and come into your warrior one on the left. Exhale, open those butterfly arms. Inhale to reach. Exhale, open. One more breath here. Inhale to reach. This time exhale, twist into your warrior two. Find deep, deep stance in that lunge. So if you need to send that back foot back further, don't hesitate to challenge yourself here. And on your next inhale, roll the palms up to the sky and reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. One more flow here. And on your exhale, windmill all the way down, finding that side angle. Breathe here. Again, actively pressing into the back edge of the back foot so we're not putting all of our weight on that front leg. Take one more breath here, nice deep inhale to reach. And on your next inhale, we're going to come all the way back up, finding that warrior two. Exhale to draw that left foot in slightly, prepping for our triangle on the right. Exhale, push the hips back, reach the hands forward, and pivot. Beautiful. Opening the chest up towards the sky, finding some mobility here in a deep chest opening. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring that left hand all the way down to the mat. Find your grounded support here and open to the right. Triangle twist. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring the right hand to the mat, centering the front foot, turning the back toes forward. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, deepen into your pyramid. Take a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, we're going to take a strong bend in that front knee. Step that back leg back, dropping to the knee, and coming into your low lunge on the right. Making sure we're nice and deep stretch here in that back leg so that we're really opening the hip space. Inhale to lift. Then exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twisting to the right, outside the knee. Again, option of a bind here or just holding that twist. On your next inhale, come all the way back, center and reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twisting to the left, inside the knee. Again, option to hold here or drop that right hand to the mat and open up to the sky. Inhaling to reach. Exhale, bringing that left hand to the mat, inside the right foot. Square the hips to face back, straight center the top of your mat. Inhale to find length in the spine, and again, exhale to start to lower here. If this is too much, you can always use a block or a prop, or stay up on the palms. You can stay here or play, rolling onto the outer edge of that right foot. Strong breaths here. Again, exhaling to surrender, to deepen and release. So releasing the glutes, releasing the hip space, allowing the body to settle in. Inhale to come back out of center, centering the front foot. And exhale to send the hips back, finding your half splits on the right. Again, we can keep nose at the knee, or we can walk our hands back, finding a straight spine. And exhale, deepen by sending those hips back towards the heel. Take a moment to wiggle out the toes, roll the ankle, point and flex. Minding all the parts of the body, including those little joints. On your next inhale, walk the hands forward, bringing you back into your low lunge. Tuck the back toes, activating that back leg, coming into your runner's lunge. And on your next inhale, we're going to press off that left foot, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale to deepen. Taking a strong bend in the knees, arms out wide. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Come back center so you can all see me. I'm going to do a little bit more standing and bouncing for the legs. So finding Tadasana, finding that strong grounded stance. Roll the inner thighs towards the front of the room. Lift the sternum, engage that core. Inhale and reach. Exhale, bring hands to the heart. Right foot comes in. So we're either going to have our right heel at the ankle, the shin, or you can bring it all the way up, tucked up. Oops. Try that again.
One side's always easier.
It is, and I'm also like, certain pants are so slippery that I have to like really press that right foot into my left leg so I can really hold it. Find your drishti, that point of focus, and breathe here. We can begin to flow with breath. Inhaling to reach, and exhaling it out. Inhale to reach. Let's do this twice more. If you fall out, that's okay. Just come right back to it. Oh, I should have said that, huh? When you come to your final exhale, you bring the hands to the heart and release that right foot. Let's take a moment here to pedal it out. Inhale, bring that right knee into the chest. Exhale, send it out. Press through that heel. Inhale to bring it in. Exhale, set it down. Pedal it out. I'm going to do one more time here. Inhale, lift that right knee, bring the right hand inside the knee and see if you can hook onto that big toe with your first two fingers and thumb. And you can stay here if this is as far as we are in our practice. Or inhale to press. You can bring that left hand to the hip for support. And if you're wanting to challenge yourself today, maybe inhale and open that right foot out to the side. Exhale, come back center here. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest, nice and controlled movements. Exhale to release and pedal it out. All right, inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring that left heel in, wherever we are, whether it's the shin. Let's see, I'm not sure about my left tree today. Oh, there we go, see, that one is better. And most days it's not. That's the fun part about our yoga journey. We just gotta flow with our bodies, right? Maybe reestablishing that ujjayi breath, so finding that steady rhythm. And let's start to flow with breath, inhaling to reach. And exhaling it out. Flow just twice more. Stay with me here. Inhale to reach. Exhale it out. And as you come to your exhale, bring those hands to the heart and release that left leg out. Take a moment to pedal out the legs. Beautiful. Inhale, lift that left knee into the chest. Exhale, push through the heel. Inhale, bring it in. And exhale, lower. Pedal it out. Take this one more time here. Inhale, making sure that we always find that buoyancy in our strong leg or our supported leg before we lift. Inhale, draw that left knee into the chest. Exhale, push through the heel. Oops. Oh, we were gonna do hand to big toe, sorry. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest. See if you can bring that left hand in and find that hook there, the first two fingers to that big toe. And again, if this is where we're at today, this is where we're at. You can even use that right hand for support, just working on that balance in that right leg, maybe some strength. Or if we want to challenge here, bring that right hand to the hip for support. Inhale, push through that left leg. Go a little bit further, we can inhale and turn that left leg open to the side. We can always use the wall for support too. Woo. Taking one more breath here. Exhale to come back center. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest. And exhale, release. Not so graceful on my left side. Pedal it out. I'm going to come back to the top of my mat. Inhale to reach. Exhale, swan dive forward fold. Bring the chin all the way to the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, finally. Exhale, deepen your fold. Take a strong bend in the knees, arms out wide, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bring our heels out to the outer edges of our mat, toes pointing out, heels in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, small dive, forward fold. Inhale, bring hands to the heart. And as you exhale, bend the knees and lower that tailbone right down into your low goddess, Malasana. And again, if we do have a hard time or we find that we're always lifting up on our toes, you might extend your stance out further. I find myself a little bit more supported here and finding a better flat foot when my feet are actually all the way outside my mat. So getting a nice, deep, widened stance here. So as wide as you need to keep those heels flat and then coming down. So yeah, a little too wide there. Take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, release the tailbone to the ground and inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Exhale to roll all the way back onto the spine and bring those knees in with you. I'm going to start to move into our cool down here. Hug the knees into the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to start to round it out, pressing that low back and each hip all the way. Inhale to find compression. And exhale, pressing into that right hip, pressing into the tailbone, rounding up the left side. And on your next inhale, reverse your circle. Taking each knee into each palm, let's take our knees out wide, open your circles. Let those feet lay restful here, so if you need to kick them out a few times and let them just kind of drop and allow your hands to do the work. So pressing, straightening those arms as we round them in. And as you exhale, pressing outside, really rotating into that hip joint. And on your next inhale, reverse. Inhale, bring both knees into the chest. Exhale, push through the heels, finding your happy baby. So fingers and thumb, first two fingers and thumb gripping the big toe. Elbows come inside the knee. Exhale to start drawing that knee up to that outer armpit area. So we're opening our hips wide, using those elbows for extra stretch and support. And maybe sway here. Bring a slight smile to your face and have a little bit of fun. I don't know about y'all, but I worked up a sweat today. If you want to keep challenging your practice just a little bit further, inhale to push through the heels, finding a wide-legged baby, and sway. Inhale, bring the knees into the chest. Exhale to send that left leg all the way out. Right hand comes out to the side and our gaze will come to the right. Inhale, hug that right knee into the chest, and as you exhale, start to twist at the hip in the mid-back, bringing that right knee all the way over towards the left. We want to be mindful that we're keeping our shoulders squared and flat on the mat. So if you start to lift on that right side, you've gone too far. Make sure we're keeping that right shoulder pressing firmly anchored into our mat. You can find any support here. You can rest your toes on that straightened leg or out to the ground. You can find a prop or block to rest up on as you come to find deep or breaking that knee towards the floor. One more deep breath here. Exhale, releasing any tension, any gripping. Surrender to this pose, another one of those nice surrendering asana. And on your next inhale, draw both knees back into the chest. Exhale, sending the right leg out. Heel finds the floor, and the left hand comes all the way out to the side, and our gaze comes to the left. Inhale, squeeze that left knee towards the chest. Exhale to rotate. Again, making sure we keep those shoulders flat. And use that exhale to just soften in the hips and allow that knee to start to drop over. Not being too forceful. Just finding that release. Next inhale, draw the knees back center. Give yourself a nice little yogi hug. And exhale, drop the soles of the feet to the mat. Inhale, lift that right ankle, cross the left knee, prepping for our reclined pigeon. Inhale to lift the left sole from the floor. And find a bind behind that left knee. You can stay right here. You can start to keep actively opening in that right hip. Mindfully sending that right knee out to the side as we squeeze that left knee towards the chest. Make sure you keep that right foot flexed so we're protecting that ankle. Taking one more deep breath here. Exhale to release. Bring the right sole to the floor. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Exhale, release the soles to the floor and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Keeping that ankle flexed there for protection. Inhale to lift the right sole and create your bind behind the knee. If you're a little bit further or you want to challenge this further, you can always try to reach your grip around that right shin. Adding a little more extra pressure there. So wherever you're at, you can stay active, pressing through that right heel, keeping flex there. Or you can just allow that right foot to hang. Focus on opening that left hip. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, release your bind and bring that left sole to the mat. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest and sway from side to side. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Taking a moment here, I was laughing yesterday because it's funny to think that your feet never touch skin, really. It always touches the ground or your dirty socks. So taking a moment to just feel that sensation on your feet, toes touching the toes. And then as you exhale, release the ankles all the way down, finding our reclined butterfly. Tucking that tailbone under, finding that flat low back so the hips can release here. Palms can be out to the side, up to the sky, softening those shoulders. as we start to move into our Shavasana. Begin to release here. You can stay here for your Shavasana, or you can start to move into your favorite restful position, whether it's legs up the wall, full corpse pose, maybe child's pose. Would you like to run with it today? Sure. All right, so I'm going to start leading us into a full relaxation, bringing your awareness to each body part. If you have a hard time really releasing, maybe gripping it really tight and then exhaling to let it go. So we're going to start with the toes. Inhale, maybe grip them really tight, and exhale, release. As you exhale, release the ankles, allowing the feet to drop open. Maybe taking a micro bend in the knees, softening the knees. As you exhale, softening the hips. Again, maybe tucking that tailbone under, finding that flat low back for support. And as you exhale, feeling the back body as it sinks and starts to melt into the mat. Bringing our palms out to the side, facing up to the sky. Exhale, and allow the fingers to naturally curl, releasing the wrist, and maybe taking a micro bend in the elbows here. You can slightly tuck the shoulder blades beneath you, resting and supporting the upper body on the shoulder blade. And exhale to release the shoulders and soften the neck. Softening the face by clenching the jaw, releasing the tongue, allowing the eyes to grow heavy, softening the eyebrows and that space in between the brow. Next up, exhale, releasing, bringing the body into a full relaxation. Bring our awareness away from the body, allowing our physical body to stay restful, still. And we'll bring our awareness to the breath, keeping our focus present and at peace, just listening to the sound of those ocean waves. Allowing our bodies to soak in the practice, forming that muscle memory. Using this time in your Shavasana to honor your practice, to honor yourself, maybe setting an intention or affirmations. Just staying present here, leaving all outside thoughts or distractions. Just breathe. We've been releasing and settling into this peaceful place. We're going to start to bring our awareness back to the body. As you inhale, just start wiggling the toes, maybe pointing and flexing the feet. Inhale to start rolling the ankles, bringing awareness to the feet. alternate taking slight little bends in the knees. Resting the legs, start to shift the hips just side to side, nice and gently. Soft little movements here. Bringing awareness to the low body. As you inhale, feel the core body lift from the mat as you begin feeling lighter. Wiggle the fingers and begin rolling the wrist. Nice and gentle. Inhale to start rolling the shoulders forward and backwards a few times, bringing awareness back to the full arm. And turn the head from side to side, bringing awareness to the next space. Leaving our faces soft, our gaze soft, our smile soft. On your next inhale, reach the hands overhead, full body stretch, fingers to toes. Deep stretch here. And as you exhale, turning over to one side, finding that supported fetal position. And take a few more restful breaths here, closing out your Shavasana. On your next inhale, or whenever you're ready, push out that top arm and come back to your easy seated position. Maybe alternating that front leg. So we're mixing it up a bit. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to guide your practice. The light within me honors the light within you. As in all things we are connected, we are one. Namaste. We finished up just a couple minutes early so we have time to clean up and clear space for the next class coming in. So thank you so much, ladies. Let me get this light on. Thank you. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I actually turned my AC off today. I even at one point pulled out our little space heater in the living room. Our living room is just so big and open, it doesn't circulate air well.